So you telling me that the last person who needs to be getting drunk or high and then speaking candidly to the world is going on Drink Champs? Oh, I'm there for this one. We going live from the underground. What up, YouTube? Topaz Yates back with another live from the underground. Here we talk about particular topics that's going on during the week, usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But today, special day. The Kanye West interview on Drink Champs finally got released. As I don't know when they recorded this, but we've been hearing about this for quite some time, you dig? And I will say it was entertaining. And to be real with you, yes, Kanye is a deluded mind to a degree. But as you listen to this, I begun to see more of the method behind his madness. And I am in agreement with a bunch of the things that he was saying. Not everything. I mean, he was shading a lot of people, speaking candidly, and we're going to get into everybody that's trying to hit back at all of this. You dig? But some very interesting things that he was saying, and I would rock with it more if I didn't know Kanye was an unstable mind, you dig? Because, okay, one of the main things that I like what he was saying was about Kamala Harris and all of them, like how the Democrats came through and paid up all these individuals to come out and speak against Kanye because whatever, they needed Biden and all them to win and all that stuff. So individuals like Big Sean, John Legend, I think they even got Pusha T, these individuals to come out and vote against him and go against him in the grand scheme of things, and Kanye catching mad offense to that. And he's finally getting his moment right now to show the people, like, to let people know what's going on in the political world if people have not been following, because I've been following, we've all been following, we just haven't really been saying much about it. Like Kamala Harris and all them that people died and wanted to vote for and all of this stuff. You know, she was the czar of the border, right? She's the czar of the southernmost border of America, Texas. What did she do for the Haitians? This is who all the black women, this is where the entire black vote really kind of went to. You dig? All the people that was crapping on Kanye West and all this stuff to vote for Biden because he didn't want to vote for Biden. That's where it all went to. And I feel him on this. Like, talk your talk, yay. Go ahead, talk that trash on that one right there. I feel that. But there's a big but here. When you go around, as he said that he had his MAGA hat on him and stuff like that, nah, that's where it all goes wrong. Because here's the thing. I did not vote for Biden or Kamala or any of the Democrats because I recognize the piece of white supremacy. That's why I didn't vote for these people. Kanye, how can you support the God, the modern day God of white supremacy right now in Donald Trump, and say that you have anything to try to be like your opinion is gold of consciousness and what a black community needs to do, when Trump hasn't even come out and apologized for everything that he did for all the 5 individuals that he sent out the letter for in New York. He hasn't even apologized for that. He hasn't even done anything for black people, just as much as Biden and them hasn't done anything for black people. Trump hasn't done anything either. So your support for that pretty much takes away from any validity of your opinion off of this whole thing, in my point of view. You dig? Like, I like the fact that you calling these people out for the nonsense and all of that stuff, man. And Kanye, you're a big enough name that once you said it, everyone now has to face it. You did, and that's excellent. I think that's a great thing that you did, but you are not the person that people need to be following for political advice. You are not the person that people need to be following for advice all the way around. You're not that guy. You are a creative, intuitive mind that have created, and you're trying to build something a little bit more than what it was. You're beginning to show love to, well, I'm not going to say beginning. He's always been showing love to the community as a whole. It's just he's so out there and wild with his opinions and stuff. Like, you come off more as you're trying to get attention more than actually having something to say. But in this case, he had something to say, and he rubbed it in like lotion. And I respect that. Stand by who you are, things that you did before in the day. Stand by that. And it just so happens Kanye was right to a degree. Like, to be real, the black community as a whole, well, the black conscious community as a whole, we were the right ones here. We were telling people not to vote for any of y'all because Democrats are the left hand, Republicans are the right hand of the same white supremacist person. They play both sides of the game. And now people are being more awakened to the realities of what that is. So I thought that was cool. Now, there was a bunch of things that he was saying that I don't feel as though was cool. Like how he was saying Just Blaze is a copycat of you. I mean, if you want to say that, if some people will claim that to be true, because who knows, he knows the timeline of the Blueprint album better than we do. So how he was saying it sounds like it could be a reality thing, that he did the first part and Just Blaze took the vibe of where it was and continued with it. But my favorite songs off the Blueprint came from Just Blaze. That's why people attributed the Blueprint to Just Blaze more than you. Because, okay, you made the diss track that got ate up by Ether. What did you win by doing that? I mean, Just Blaze's hits still rock on. Just Blaze's hits off the Blueprint still undefeated to this day. You feel me? That's all I'm saying is you can't really be upset with Just Blaze for his style of production when he chops up samples kind of differently than you, dog. It's not the exact same. Now, he did take, like, he was rocking with the soulful samples and stuff like you was doing and all of that stuff at that time for the Blueprint album. But those soulful samples and all that stuff, it kind of switched over when he went into Dipset and started going into the rock and roll. You feel me? And there was soulful stuff in there as well. But Just Blaze has continued to evolve and continued to become a great producer. Like, you can't just straight crap on somebody who's paved the way for a lot of individuals like Just Blaze have. Just Blaze is the joint. Just Blaze is amazing, bruh. Forget what you gotta say. And this is one that I will show you the reply to. In fact, I will show it to you while we read it. Hold up. Bang. This is Just Blaze and his response. He's saying, well, that was unfortunate. I'm only addressing this publicly because it was stated publicly. I'm not here for the mudslinging. I'm just a bit confused and disappointed. None of what you said tonight regarding me fits with any of our history or previous interactions, particularly in light of very recent attempts to work together again. Through recent years, he has reached out to collaborate on various projects, including a much-rumored collaborative project. Like, whoa. Now, that could be, it could be dope if Just Blaze carries the water. But that he was looking for me to handle a good amount of, yes, it could have been fire. It unfortunately never saw the light of day due to reasons unrelated to me. Most recently, a couple of months back, I woke up to a literal red alert from his people that he was looking for me for his last album in the 11th hour. We tried to pull something off, but it was way too last minute, which is understandable. I mean, Kanye was doing that last minute joint for everybody, man, bringing them into the stadium, trying to record. And I mean, nothing that he could have did was going to save that Donda album. I'm on record saying this for a very long time, why he kept on trying to update and change things as it went on. Nothing was saving that, not even the greatness of Just Blaze, because you need time and effort. You can't put forth something at the very last moment. To do something like a song, to create a dope song, it takes much longer than a week. But continue. Regarding that one comment, respectfully, I'm happy for him and the fact that he has succeeded in the ways he wanted to. But not everyone wants to be where he is. Now, that's facts. Like, I mean, Kanye is borderline a pariah, and he goes mad on a lot of things that he does in order to try to compete to maintain this image that he has. While Just Blaze has really just been himself to a degree and he's not uber successful, most populous producer, rapper, or anything like that. Just Blaze, though, is still molding the culture from where he's at. And if he's okay with it, then I'm okay with it. But continue. Everyone's definition of personal success is a bit different. I'm quite happy where I am creativity, with my family, and my life in general. We are a part of history together, and I wish him well and continue success. Media, please don't clickbait this. Peace, y'all. Now that's Just Blaze being the bigger man. And he's spitting facts. That is Just Blaze spitting some actual true-to-life facts that were necessary. Like, you can't discredit Just Blaze because you feel as though he's a copycat and all that, but he's gone off in his own direction, even though he made better hits than you did off the blueprint. But that's my opinion. But he went off in his own direction and made things in his own light, and he's finding his own success, and you still would like to work with him. Like, see, that's the thing. Kanye likes to gaslight people, dude. As much as he wants to talk about how much of a man of God he is and how truthful he tries to be, he be gaslighting people crazy. He'll say anything to you in order to get whatever it is he wants. All kinds of recklessness. Like, it seems as though him and Drake are just destined to be beefing against each other forever, because from what I hear, they both do the same thing, and that could be just a common thing of people with power. You understand? Like, you have to, in order to have power, not necessarily manipulate other people, but to get things from others to continue the power that you're having, you have to deal with a bunch of people. You got to deal with egos, and you got to deal with them in your own particular way that at the end you get what you need out of them. But man, this ain't the only person that Kanye West be gaslighting. Y'all want to hear something funny? Oh man. So he gaslighted Soulja Boy. Ridiculous. And Soulja Boy, I guess, is still too young to realize when he's getting gaslighted. And it's pretty hilarious because, I mean, when Kanye said that Soulja Boy's song was trash, I believe him. Everything Soulja Boy has done has been trash, bro. Everybody want to hype him up like, oh, you the future, everything that you do. I mean, some of his business moves has been, like, phenomenal. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny the fact that Soulja Boy was the first one to actually make the digital age into something profitable. Respect to that for you, Soulja Boy, but for you to ever claim that you're a good rapper, nah. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Hold up. Can I play this? Yes, I can.
Motherfucking public, bitch ass nigga, don't get on no motherfucking public platform and say different from what the fuck you told me to my face. Tell me to my face that shit was trash, bitch ass, fucking scab head ass boy. Who cut your hair?
Let's continue.
Who cut your hair? Your shit fucked up, nigga. Talking about some, man, hold on. I'll give you a good verse. You wanna hear a good verse? Go to the motherfucking studio and cook your ass. Hold on, zoom in.
Man, you ain't cooking nobody, fam. You all trash, but this is hilarious.
On this fucking text. Fuck, nigga, you said the verse was hard, nigga. Why the fuck you ain't texting my phone and say you ain't, nigga?
Why is he trying to put so much bass in his voice? Why aren't you talking to me on my phone?
Hold on, we finna me the shit to sleep, nigga. You not finna baby me, nigga, with some motherfucking Soulja Boy is the future. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga.
No, it's not.
Who the fuck did you think you talking? Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Pause.
What the fuck is you talking about, Kanye West?
Oh.
Nigga, your album was trash.
the saltiness of a terrible rapper, bro.
Your shit wasn't hard, nigga. Just cause it's your album don't mean you get to pick what the fuck is hard and what. Put it out and let the people decide, nigga.
Yes, it's his album. He can decide who he puts on his album. If your stuff is terrible, you're not gonna make the album, fam.
Nigga, what the fuck is hard, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? That shit was trash. I ain't even heard the album yet. All my niggas said, yo.
You ain't heard the album and you want to say how trash it is? Now, it was trash. I'm not going to deny it, but I heard the album and thought about it for myself. You ain't heard nothing. You going off a second and third opinion, dog. Come on, man. That's a trash rapper sentiment.
Shit was trash. So don't be talking about, nigga, what? Fuck, nigga. Who the fuck is you talking to? Bitch ass.
I'm talking to you.
Nigga, what the fuck that say? How the fuck you screenshot a fucking top 5?
You don't know how to screenshot a text, fam? Bruh, he pulled the whole Austin Powers. Like, anybody who's a terrible rapper, you need to leave now. Oh, no, you can stay. You guys can stay. Everybody in the background, Cream Biggs, you don't even rap, but you can stay. Soulja Boy, I don't know what to say, bro.
We know I'm the future. Everybody know that, nigga. Don't get on no motherfucking interview talking about that wasn't a good verse.
Are you the future? Like, fam, I mean, some of the business moves that you do, maybe. Not your fake emulator video game system, bro. Not that. Not a lot of things that you do. A lot of things you do is trash. What about Subway, fam? Was owning a Subway that fell apart, like, was that the future?
Who the fuck you think you playing with, nigga? Everything I spit is hard, nigga.
Really? Really?
Ricky Morty, hard, nigga. She make it clap. Hard, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Nah, but I tell you.
No! Fuck, nigga.
Oh, that is like one of the most hilarious things I've seen in a minute. Like, see, that's the one thing that makes you into the future like this, Soulja. You are like meme gold, fam. You are meme gold. That's why, like, the fact that social media has become nothing more than a bunch of comical individuals doing jokes, and these jokes are like immediate as they happen. Like, as soon as Aaron Rodgers gets hit and he looks like a hobo in the football game. The meme is up within the next 10 minutes. Like, that's why you're the next one up right there, because this was comic gold and you wasn't even trying to have it be comic gold. Just like when, like, Drake. Like, it's comedy gold what you do because you're so serious. You think that you're actually a good rapper. You think that people should respect you. You think people should respect your music when clearly no one should. It's clear and obvious that no one should ever respect your music, point blank, period. I don't care. And that's what's really hilarious about that. Then he also got on Big Sean. Got on Big Sean saying, yo, the worst thing he's ever done was sign Big Sean? Like, what? Like, that's reckless. You feel me? Like, and I'm not the biggest of Big Sean fans. You feel me? Like, I feel as though his delivery and his whole style has been one that has underachieved over the years. There's a reason why he's never became like that top flight individual artist that people deem as a top 10 or anything of that nature. And I mean, and it's not like he never had balls. It wasn't like he hasn't put in the work. It ain't like it never really came together. But for you to just come out and say this is the worst decision that he's ever kind of made, like, that's cold. But the reason why is it goes back to politics. It goes back to how he changed this man's family. I'm going to quote this man. I changed this man's family, and both John Legend and Big Sean, when I ran for office, got used by the Democrats to combat they boy that actually changed their life. And that's some sellout type stuff. And I feel that. That is selling out. Like, but in the grand scheme of things, I would, if I was signed to Kanye, I would do as I did. I wouldn't vote, point blank, period. You did? But I would come out and tell Kanye how crazy he's looking by going out there with that MAGA hat. I ain't going back down from none of that stuff, dude. But I'm not going to overtly be like, yo, I'm just not for any of this stuff. Like, no, because I have a better understanding of politics, I have a better understanding of the conscious community than Kanye, because I study this, I follow the people from the conscious community, I listen to this stuff constantly because they have been right all the way up to this point, while Kanye, you have an uneducated opinion about everything. But yet, because you're Kanye, you demand people to follow you into your nonsense regardless. Now, he's a good sport about it from time to time, about how he doesn't like to hold it against people, and he'll always try to come back and work with individuals and stuff. It's just, he gaslights people ridiculously, and then he'll get on programs like this and talk that talk. As Big Sean came out saying that I just got asked to be on the next Drink Champs, and he's super excited to get up on there. And I would like to see. I mean, at the end of the day, and then Big Sean also, like, more things started leaking out virally, like people saying, oh, Kanye owes Big Sean $3 million. And Big Sean responded, saying, nah, it's not 3, it's $6 million. Which, bro, how do you let a man owe you $6 million? Like, I've been owed some change before in the past. And I don't care about money all like that to a degree. Like, you need money in order to build, in order to become a man out here in the game. You need to have money so that you can become what you want to become out here in life. That's point blank, period. So therefore, I would never let somebody willingly owe me $3 million, not $6 million. I don't think anybody could make it to $1 million. I think like my cutoff would probably be about 20,000 max. Like once you hit that 20,000 level, I'm like, nah, bro. I need mines before I do anything with you ever again. 20,000. I don't care how much money I got. I could have multiple millions. 20,000 seems to be a good point to be like, all right, bro, we're gonna hit the brakes on everything until you pay me this money. Or if I'm hungry at the time, if I really need the money, I'm calling in that money. You feel me? Like, you should never let an individual, I don't care if it's Kanye, you can't owe me no $6 million, dog, and me not say nothing, me not do nothing. Like, that's not going down with me ever. Ever. But if you guys do remember from like a while ago, like Kanye did promise to give Big Sean his masters back. That never happened. Did promise to pay off that man. Did promise to pay off that guy, and that never happened. You gotta go out and get what's yours, Big Sean. You can't let these people play you like this, one. But this has nothing to do with the reason why Kanye has been coming after you. Like why, like, even if anybody who owes me money and all that stuff, and I was still on your label, I was still rocking with you still to the day, you on my, I'm on your label, you owe me money and all that stuff, I'm not going to openly go against you for no Democrats. That's a lot like, it's a lot like all of these Afghans that got brought over here to America. You feel me? Like, these individuals went against their country in order to promote America in Afghanistan. So you betrayed your country, where you're from, everybody around you. And you thought that you thought America was going to stay and win and fight for you and maintain everything for you. And these people just got up and bounced. Killed a bunch of y'all on the runway. Now, some people, a lot of them came over. It is what it is. And now Biden and them's giving them mad money, all the money that they said they couldn't do for black conscious people, that they said they couldn't give reparations for. That money is going to these Afghans who showed that they will betray the entire country, betray everything that they're about for these people who send tanks in on black people, black youth at all times whenever we get up and march. You feel me? This is who they siding with. So for Big Sean to come out and openly go against everything that Kanye did for the sake of the slave masters out there, that's not a cool thing. But then, Kanye, you been betraying the black community for the Republican slave masters. So I don't think y'all should really be mad at each other. That's my thing. I'm just saying, neither of y'all are right. And Big Sean should have known better than to do what he did. But there's no right in this entire situation. Man. But overall, man, I will say this wasn't entertaining, and I don't watch interviews that heavily, you feel me? Even though there's a lot of good ones out there. Drink Champs is an amazing one that we all clearly see. Like, Nori always was one of my favorite rappers from what? That Nori has always been my dog. And the way that he speaks, it reminds me a lot of you can tell where IFC Yipes kind of got his style from to a degree. Like IFC Yipes reminds me of Noise so much. That's why I rock with all of them. But the Joe Budden podcast is another really good interview vehicle. Like these are all things to help hip hop continue to grow. And this interview in particular is definitely going to be a positive one in the grand scheme of music all the way around. But let's not deny Kanye, man, Kanye's opinion isn't gold. It isn't God. It isn't everything that people should be following. He has his opinions, and in a lot of cases it hasn't been right, because if his opinion was right, he probably would have been president now, wouldn't it? Kanye, he has methods to his madness. It seems like now that he's not like fully with Kim Kardashian anymore, it seems like he's coming back to making sense. But he's probably going to go back to her like an idiot. But it is what it is. Overall, an enjoyable thing, man, that I think people should definitely peep out. It's definitely worth 2 hours and a half of your time. That's what I'll say. This interview is worth 2 hours and a half of your time all the way. But don't put all of the extras on it. Like Kanye is like, everything that he's saying is so amazing and so ahead of its time and things of that nature. Like, I do agree, like, we do need to own stocks. We do need to own more than the nonsense that they telling us that we own, that we really don't own. Like, he's kicking some real talk right there, but yet you're not really schooling people on how to do it like I did for the entire hip hop stocks video series that I did for like 6 to 7 months that really didn't catch on like that. But it would catch on with Kanye if you wanted to teach people how to be successful, because people listen to Kanye. People go out of their way not to listen to me because I'm critical of people, but yet Kanye could be critical and tell you that your voice is trash after he smiled in your face and sent you a text message telling you that that joint was hard. Like, Kanye gets love, but when I tell you how I feel about it to your face from the beginning and don't change my opinion of you, regardless of if you're alive or dead, shout out to Mac Miller, rest in peace. But when I do it, oh, you don't know what you talk about, use a hater, everything of that nature. That's what I get. People don't listen to me when an individual like Kanye West is doing the same thing. But yet people love him for it, though. Whatever. No hatred. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I've never really hated Kanye West. I just recognize that he hasn't been dropping good music for a long time. Like, one hit would change my mind, Kanye, if you were in the right mindset to actually do it. Just like with Drake. Wasn't feeling Drake for a very long time from the Marvin Room and on. But then he dropped some hits. When he dropped his diss track back to back, when he dropped back to back on Meek Mill, that changed things. I was sold. And then he continued to drop good music from then, regardless of if it's written by him or not. Doesn't matter. But one hit will bring you back from the dead, bro. One hit will bring you all the way back. It's just Kanye ain't got it in him to do that no more. But overall, man, an excellent interview. An excellent one. One that I definitely recommend people to go ahead and peep on out. But that's all I really wanted to branch out and talk about here, man. I'm only trying to focus on half an hour because I ain't eat nothing all day, man. I'm trying to go out here, grab something to eat. But for those of you new to the channel, man, feel free to leave a like, leave a subscribe, man. I try to do one of these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Try to Thursdays and Fridays, but you know, that depends on what's going on and all that stuff. Weekends, I'm usually super busy. That just doesn't typically happen. May happen tomorrow though. I don't know. Probably not. Probably going to be focusing more on learning and focusing in on the Black conscious sector because a lot of things been going on for those you like. See, Kanye, he doesn't know about what's going on in the black community, man, because he's too rich. He's too far along in the game to actually know what's going on. But what people don't realize is when the Democrats lost Virginia, that was big. Like, honestly, look forward to a Republican-driven 2022. And this is good for the black community, as Jason Black would say. But thank you for everybody that tuned in, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to be back another day. See y'all when I see y'all. I have been playing Street Fighter. I just haven't been filming it. I've just been training and still struggling down there in the ultra platinum range. But we gonna get there. We gonna get there, man. It's a day in, day out process, man. You grind in, grind hard, grind every day, man. Try to be better today than you were yesterday, and you'll be better. Doesn't matter if it's music, doesn't matter if it's gaming, doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's just trying to make money on the stock exchange. Be better today than you were yesterday. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Peace.